Good morning, Morning Musings by Melinda. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness, has it been a long week for you? It's been kind of a long week for me. And Sunday I have that Fall in Love with Melinda event, which we are doing in sections because of making sure that we are social distancing and making ourselves available so that everybody can get what they need and still be safe and still be connected. So I'm looking forward to that. Today I want to talk to you about poor me energy, but I don't want you to get all confused with some things, okay? Yesterday I was talking about some things where I had talked about the word hate and learning to forgive. And someone wrote to me, and it just really touched my heart, about someone had been driving too fast and it caused an accident where she lost her mother and caused her a lifetime full of pain, physical pain. And when she told me that, she was not being a poor me. She was just saying, how do I forgive somebody like that? And what I said back to her was, don't let somebody like that rent space in your head. Once you've had a situation where somebody has caused that kind of pain, loss, or suffering, if you continue to dwell on the fact that there might not have been justice served, or they got away with something, whether it be something as drastic as that or something less drastic, and you continue to ruminate over it and focus, what you're doing is you're giving that situation or that person the power of your energy. And it's through neutrality that we take the power of our energy back and that we move into forgiveness. A lot of times people mix that up, that forgiveness means somebody's off the hook or you forgive and forget, and that's not it at all. There's karmic justice, and we have to all accept that God has a way of making sure that we all understand our roles in what we've done here on the earth plane. So when I'm talking about poor me today, I'm not talking about people who, legitimately have these kinds of real issues. And right now people have lost multiple family members to COVID and so on. I'm just talking about, the Eeyores of life, the ones that are constantly complaining. And in Morning Musings, I wrote, someone with poor me energy never seems to understand their own contributions to the circumstances in their lives. They always ask, why me? And you grow weary trying to listen, advise, or help because they take your support and counsel while continuing to insist you don't understand or following the advice. These are people who just want to they're like vacuum cleaners. They just put that hose up to your solar plexus and suck your energy, right? They don't really want solutions. They just love that poor me identity. That's who they've become. They say, me, like an owl says, who. If you are in a relationship with a poor me, sometimes it is best to give love and space while closing the complaint window. That's what counselors are for. Otherwise, if someone drains you and you can release them, it's better to detach and move out of the relationship. So what are the subtle ways that you may give off negative energy? Maybe it's important to see that for yourself, okay? Now, of course, COVID has changed things. I haven't been able to make a connection with my friends in a while. So this is not applicable to what we're going through with the pandemic. So look at other times of your life. Number one, it's difficult to make new friends. People who give off negative energy have a difficulty making friends. And they also have difficulty keeping friends, by the way. And again, that's because they are using their friendships in a way in which they're sucking people's energy dry because they have that poor me stance. Negative people pop up wherever you go. If you are running into other negative people all the time, it's because it's a like attracts like world, and you're attracting that negativity because you yourself has negativity, okay? You are having a lot of arguments. It's great to have an occasional disagreement with a partner or a loved one, a friend. We all have days that we're cranky. I mean, for heaven's sakes, again, right now during COVID, everybody's cranky. Aren't we all cranky? But If you're fighting with people regularly, it's a sign that your energy is causing relationship issues. Okay, this is something that can be improved once you have an awareness of it. Communication is the key. And if you're in a relationship with somebody and you keep trying and trying to communicate with them and get them to communicate back and they are stonewalling you every time, then you have to reevaluate what it is about you that keeps attracting that, or what it is about the relationship that makes you keep wanting to hit your head against a brick wall and wonder why you have a headache. Okay, if your friends are always busy each and every time you try to hang out, check in with yourself to see if your negative energy might be partially to blame. You know, sometimes you can love someone but not like them. And when there are times of stress or change, or you're up against something, you're less likely to hang out with somebody that drags your energy. Other people rarely make eye contact with you. People are sensitive to the vibes that we put off. So if you're a poor me, people probably don't make eye contact with you. Most people around you have closed body language. You know, that's that crossing your arms in front of your chest, or, you know, that kind of thing, or looking away. Let's see here. I lost my place. Here we go. People have started to pull away from you. When people start pulling away from you, it really means that your energy is negative, and you have to take an evaluation of that. Perhaps you're being a poor me. Others are always asking you what's wrong. You know that person, that when something's wrong and it's truly wrong, and you ask them what's wrong and they go, I'm fine. But when there's nothing wrong and you ask them what's wrong, they have a whole list of complaints, because one is that martyr energy and the other is that poor me energy, and they can kind of flip-flop back and forth. Friends don't turn to you for help. Interesting one, animals tend to shy away. Now, of course, if a dog runs away when you try to pet it, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. But if it keeps happening that animals don't come to you, then probably there's something going on within you. I'm going to say exhaustion is taking over your life, and I can't even say exhaustion because it's taking over my life. Exhaustion has taken over your life. It takes a lot of work to be positive, but sometimes it can be even more work to be negative. You can't seem to get organized. Your skin is breaking out. A lot of times that means that you're dealing with a lot of negative energy, because it can lead to stress, and your skin, being the largest organ in your body, will reveal that. You keep attracting the same kind of partner. People often change the subject when you're talking about yourself. You may not be getting ahead in work. Your business might be not growing, or you're not getting promotions. Most of your conversations are complaints or gossip. You always feel impatient. Boy, that is my biggest challenge, is that I am, in my personal life, impatient. I've got the patience of a gnat, and Bill says I'm exaggerating. That's always been a karmic situation for me that I have to work on. All your debates dissolve into arguments, and your partner shuts down. So those are the subtle ways to know if you have some negative energy, or if you are a poor me. And all is not lost. If you recognize yourself, you can take responsibility for your energies, attitudes, and vibrational frequency, and make movement and changes. And that is the key. So if you're wondering, what the hell? Why am I always in a situation where I have a friend that's hurt my feelings? I have people who kind of avoid me, people that don't give me eye contact, that blah, 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 all the things I just went over, then hey, take a good, long, strong look and see if you can make some changes through positive affirmation, meditation, counseling, healing your inner child, getting professional help. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to those of you that I will see on Sunday, and I will talk to you all next week. Have a good one.